Welcome to another edition of the Chamber Report. I'm Josh Wooten, President and CEO of the Citrus County Chamber of Commerce, and your host today. And we have a good guest today with the Citrus County Builders Association, Mr. Dan Kern, who is a past president and President Elect.
That's correct.
So you must be a masochist. You're going in for another round.
That's what some tell me.
But this is an important time with the work
is.
that y'all are doing, so I'm glad to see that. And the economy seems to be coming back.
We are. We're on a slow growth rate, which is wonderful.
So you deserve a term under a good economy.
There you go. That would be refreshing.
Under a bad economy. Well, it's good to have you on, Dan, and I appreciate the work that you're doing in the community. But tell us a little bit about your background. What do you do for a paying job? And
well, I run Gulf Coast Ready Mix. I'm a general manager for Gulf Coast Ready Mix. We're a concrete and block supplier, so I have intimate knowledge of the construction industry and our needs right now. Mm-hmm. I've been in this business for 20 some odd years now, and it's been through the worst of times and the best of times. Right. And it looks like we're somewhere in between right now.
Which is probably where we should be, because the best of times we're not sustainable, and the worst of times we don't want to go there yet.
Amen, brother. That's exactly right.
So right now we're slowly coming back to a sustainable business model, I think.
I think most of us think that it'll never get to where it was before, and I think most of us also agree that it really doesn't need to and shouldn't, because it was an unsustainable level, like you said, and any day now it was going to burst, and no one wanted to see it or believe it, and everyone just rode the storm until
nobody wanted to believe it. I mean, they were knocking on my door wanting to buy my house. It's like, really? Is it that?
Yeah.
So it was what it was. Some of us survived, some of us didn't, but we're all here to tell about it.
That's correct.
So anyway, with that, with the economy coming back, you need a workforce.
We do.
And we have that issue in Citrus County across many sectors, but specifically in the building trades.
Well, yes, and Citrus County is a little bit unique there, because Citrus County, really, the economy for generations has been driven around construction, as you know. You've been there a long time. And when the downturn hit, it forced a lot of people still had to eat, they had to feed their families, so it forced a lot of people either to move away or get into other lines of work. Well, now that it's picking back up again, we find ourselves seriously depleted in the workforce. Mm-hmm. That combined with the age of technology and whatnot, you know, young folks are going in different directions as far as their career paths. But I can tell you, and I know, Josh, I know, again, you know, you've been around, there's a lot of people in this county who have made their way in life with the construction trades, business owners, and very successful people. So for those who wish to work with their hands and you know, maybe not cut out to do other things, this is a great opportunity. It's an opportunity where you can get in on the ground level, and you don't necessarily need a college education, obviously. You know, you get in on the ground level, you learn a trade, you become a master at that trade, and then you pretty much make your own destiny from there, doing something that you really enjoy doing.
And it's, to me, it's a slice of Americana, you know. You pack your lunch every morning, you head out the door, you go put in 8 or 10 hours of hard work, you work hard, you play hard.
Absolutely.
And you're building this country and your community. So, I mean, to me, it's a patriotic thing to do.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Get out there and hustle every day. Yep. So there's a lot of opportunity now in the trades.
There's tremendous opportunity, and in all fields. In all fields. I mean, right now at Gulf Coast Ready Mix, I'm looking to hire at least 2 CDL drivers. I know the concrete crews, the block crews, they're all looking for people who, you know, the key is that you're willing to come in and work, you know, and that's really all we're asking right now.
Right. Doesn't seem like a lot, but
it doesn't
sometimes
seem like a lot, yeah, but anymore it's harder and harder to find. But plumbers, AC people, roofers, I mean, take your pick. You know, everybody is looking for work, for help.
Well, and so you're not just talking about the problem, you're trying to do something to solve the problem. And let me say, this may not be politically correct, but we may have to reform the whole unemployment system too. If there's jobs out there and people aren't taking them, you know, there should be some training requirements or something, but that's a whole other thing that we'll tackle on the legislative end.
Yes.
But to you guys' credit, you're coming forward with a solution. So we've all heard a lot about the Construction Academy, so why don't you give us a...
Okay, great. You know, we at some point realized that this is a problem that no one's going to fix for us. We can't rely on anybody else. And I've addressed our membership several times with that very same idea. If we don't step up and do something about this on our own, it's just not going to get done. And we're going to continue to suffer, and the work's going to get done somehow or another. I would much rather see our local people drive our economy than have imported from elsewhere labor come in and reap the rewards. So we've decided to put together a construction academy. We have spoken with WTC, with Lakuchi Tech, and we are joining forces with them. We realize that this is a step-by-step process. Right now, our immediate need is to get people in the field. So with that, we've decided to put all our eggs in the job fair basket right now. October 7th is our lineup date for, and it's going to be a big job fair, and it's going to revolve specifically around the construction field. It's going to be held right now at, it looks like, WTC. They have ample space there. And we're working out the details, but that's our target date, and
But
that's
save
how
the
we want to
date.
kick this thing off.
That's on the screen right now.
Yes.
The important thing right now is to save the date, because the builders and the chamber will be pushing out this information.
Absolutely.
So October the 7th.
Yes.
If you're looking for a career change, or if you're in need of help, I'm assuming you're inviting prospective employers to participate.
No question about it. It's basically for the members of the CCBA to set up a booth and get folks in. And again, construction trade. I encourage, if there's anyone out there who knows of an individual who's struggling right now with a career path, or if you're someone who is struggling to feed your family, you know, we've all been through it. You know, we've all been through it at one point or another in our lives. I can tell you that the construction industry has saved my bacon. You know, it gave me direction when I didn't really know where to go. And I can give you a laundry list of folks right here in this county who it's the same. I mean, it's bailed them out. You know, you don't know what direction to go in. You learn a trade, and that trade can really turn out to be something.
And it's created a lot of wealth for local families.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
By folks that, you know, fell in love with the industry and
right.
Worked hard at it and made a lot of money, and even generationally passed it through.
Absolutely.
We're going to be right back with Dan Kern, because we're going to continue talking about this awesome new deal they have going on.